So while I was actually researching for ideas for a new Fallout video, I actually came across something that I thought was not only kind of interesting, but it kind of had me thinking about the potential change that this might cause in the future of the Fallout franchise. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it was essentially revealed that the Fallout New Vegas lead writer had rejoined Obsidian Games after being gone for like 15 years, and he's rejoined them in 2025. Again, this guy was literally the lead writer of Fallout New Vegas, and why this is like really interesting and has gotten a lot of people thinking is because, as we know, the Fallout TV series was extremely successful. It was one of the most successful shows of 2024, and basically when it came out, there was a massive rush of people playing Fallout 4, Fallout 76, and even some of the older games like Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Like, it literally got to the point where I think Fallout 76 had its most daily players ever on Steam by like a hell of a lot, like way more than when it was actually released on Steam. And it was just a massive deal. The only issue is that Bethesda just didn't really have much content at all to go with this Fallout TV show, meaning that a lot of the people who were getting back into replaying the games and not playing them for the first time, for the most part, were replaying content they had already seen. So this had really sparked a lot of people to suggest that we are probably going to be getting a Fallout game way sooner than expected. Again, the timeline right now has a new Fallout game coming out in like 2035 at this rate of Bethesda's insanely slow release schedule. But as we know, with a couple of Xbox insiders on the podcast, they actually believe and kind of revealed that we won't have to wait that long for a Fallout game, as Xbox and Microsoft, the new owners of Fallout, they want a game to come out now. They don't want to be out here waiting.
That's what they're talking about right now.
So what?
From what I understand.
So
I'm suggesting someone else is going to build Fallout.
Someone else at Bethesda would come in and make a Fallout 5.
Not necessarily.
Would it be
Bethesda.
Fallout 5 or would it be Fallout: City?
It might be Fallout: City. They're putting a plan in place, and I don't think it'd necessarily be Todd's main Bethesda team doing it.
Who
That's
would you?
my belief, but I just know that they know they can't let this take that long. That's the gist of the current plan. It's not going to take. We're not going to have to wait that long for it. They're currently formulating plans on how to get the next Fallout here for us sooner rather than later, which I know is vague as hell. But like we constantly talk about, will we even see Fallout this decade?
No, we won't.
And the answer is, I think we will.
So because of all this has led a lot of people to speculate that yes, we are going to be getting a new Fallout game. These Xbox insiders have revealed it's probably going to be happening and it won't be Fallout 5. So what will it be? Well, the thing is, Obsidian, the only other company outside of, since Bethesda have owned it, to make a Fallout game, have pretty much got no new games coming out after 2025, 2026. They are not working on any games at all. They don't have a slate of games that we know that they are currently working on. And essentially there's been a rumor for like a minute now that they've actually been trying to hire and encourage old employees from Black Isle, original Fallout creators and former Obsidian creators, to come back and help them work on a new, Fallout game. And we can straight away see that it looks like this could obviously be happening because they've just hired the old Fallout New Vegas lead writer to come back. Again, this article does say that Fallout New Vegas lead writer returns to Obsidian after leaving 14 years ago. But before you ask, no, it's not for Fallout New Vegas 2. 14 years after leaving Obsidian Entertainment to PLY his trade on games including Guardians of Middle-earth, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Horizon Forbidden West. Fallout New Vegas creative designer lead John Gonzalez has returned, but don't get excited, New Vegas fans, because he says it's not for New Vegas 2. He goes on to say, "I'm happy to share that I'm starting a new position as creative director." Gonzalez wrote in a brief message on LinkedIn via Game Industry, clearly anticipating what his announcement would lead to. He added in a quick note further down the page, "Back to Obsidian for exciting times." No, it's not Fallout New Vegas 2. Gonzalez played a big role in the creation of Fallout New Vegas, to the extent that designer Sawyer clarified his contributions in 2022 thread on X, saying John Gonzalez was the lead creative designer, effectively writing lead on Fallout New Vegas, Sawyer wrote. He wrote the main plot with Chris Avalone's starting incident, shot in the head, dropped in a grave in the desert, and my endpoint, second battle of Hoover Dam. Again, there's a couple other different things here, like them saying that that's an awfully big chunk of awfully big games, and you can understand why most fans expect, or at least hope, that after more than a decade away, Gonzalez, who earned acclaim for his work as a narrative director on Horizon games, is coming back to Fallout games fans have been demanding for years. It's a shame for them that he's not, but take heart. He may not have returned to Obsidian for New Vegas 2, but some kind of undiscussed new Fallout. Hey, anything's possible, and we would like that very much. Obsidian is also currently working on the Outer Worlds 2, which has a bit of Fallout flavor to it, and one currently expected out sometime this year. Now look, I don't believe this for a minute. He might not actually be working on Fallout New Vegas 2, but I believe they'll be working on a Fallout game. I think Microsoft are pushing this. They own Obsidian, they own Bethesda and Fallout. They're going to 100% be pushing this, especially considering they know that Obsidian has had a knack of making games a lot quicker than what Bethesda have, and there's been a clear, I think, want to try and hire a bunch of those people who used to work on the games. Again, they could have hired anyone in the world. Why would they hire a guy who worked for the company 15 years ago? It doesn't fully make sense. Again, this is, to me, the idea of making a new Fallout game. And I don't know if it's a Fallout New Vegas 2, because realistically, as we know, the Fallout show is Fallout New Vegas 2. So it probably won't be, but there are so many other options that they can potentially do. For example, as we know, Bethesda like to make their games on the East Coast, while Obsidian, they made their Fallout game on the West Coast. And if Bethesda really want to make Fallout 5 the biggest thing that they possibly can, and the rumors have it that it will be on New York, then they can absolutely go for that and take the years and times to, of course, go out and produce that. But the thing is, there's also been a ton of rumors that San Francisco will be the in-game location of Fallout 5, and it's something that I've personally talked about on the channel already. Like, after all, Kellogg, in his memory den in Fallout 4, you can go to the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. He also smokes San Francisco sunlights, and there are just a lot of hints to San Francisco and Fallout 4 altogether, like the news anchor at the start of the game. And we know Bethesda like to tease their next game locations in their current games. So I think San Francisco is a massive location that Bethesda or Fallout want to explore. The only issue is that right now they don't have the time. It probably doesn't make sense for them. They will probably end up doing New York with Fallout 5 and probably staying on the East Coast, but they could always let Obsidian, who did Fallout New Vegas, not far from San Francisco, go and take the mantle of doing a San Francisco game. And realistically, they would probably, if they started working on this game end of 2025, I think they could get this game out in like 2028. They've already got all of Bethesda's, creation engine 2 and all of the assets that they've got there. They can quite literally, I think, do this pretty goddamn quick. And look, Fallout 76 was made in 3 years, and they got it good in like 4. I think Obsidian could do this in 3 to 4 years, and it wouldn't even surprise me at all. And with, you know, Bethesda now being owned by Microsoft, they'll have a ton more people that they can put to help working on these games. So I think this is quite possibly a big thing, and I think they will possibly be working on the new Fallout game. But of course, we'll have to wait and see. I'd very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this in the comment section down below. Do you guys think that Obsidian will be making a new Fallout game with the new lead writer, or do you guys think they won't be? Again, subscribe to the channel for all latest Fallout content and news. Subscribe to my sports channel, which will be getting linked down below. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.